Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power here on Magnificent Monday in the morning. First thing a.m., the sun's not even up yet. I'm out for a bike ride in a minute. It's cold. It's cold. I'm going to be wearing hoodies for a long time. I'm putting the shorts away, putting the t-shirts away. Well, it does warm up into the 70s and possibly the 80s this week. So, but in the morning it's cold, Jack. And if you've ever ridden a bike first thing in the morning, the bike creates a wind chill effect. It absolutely does. It's much, because you're moving so quickly, it creates a wind, a breeze, whatever you want to call it. And it is much colder on the bike than it is just out for a run or a walk. Much colder. Anyway, you saw the thunder. McDougall, man. McDougall. You know, durianrider's my guy. Durianrider and McDougall are my guys. No question about it. And each one of them is a proponent of the Walter Kempner diet. So they are all joined at the hip to my way of thinking. Absolutely. With that said, McDougall, man, he had a very, very great talk, and I'm going to put a link down below, and I want you to listen to it, that the rice diet cures everything. And guys, and that is what I am proponent. Absolutely, that's what I'm pushing. The rice diet is the basis, and you can veer off and take it, and I'll get to that in a second. Okay? But man, now remember, the rice diet, there's no cleanse, there's no starving yourself. Fruit juices, white table sugar, and white rice. You know, you've heard of the 80-10-10 diet. 80% carbs, 10% protein, 10% that. That's 95-5 if you stick to it. There's so little fat. Now, in all of those, you know, fruits, you want to throw in some veggies, you know, fruit juices, there is trace amounts of fat. So if that's all you eat all day, yes, you get a little bit of fat, but it's not much. And guys, you cannot gain weight on this diet. You can't. Now here's the deal. McDougall calls the Kempner diet the diet of the nearly dead. Okay? Now Kempner back in the 40s, 1940s, down at Duke University in Durham, North Carolina, gave this diet for anything. Any malady that came down the pike. Obesity for sure. Type 2 diabetes for sure. Glaucoma for sure. Heart disease. I mean, everything. He just put everything. It was more of an experiment he was documenting in all this. Now it's just so accepted that by people that know what they're talking about. But McDougall calls it for the nearly dead. For the people whose liver has stopped functioning. For the people whose pancreas is shot. This type of thing. He puts them on this diet. Now, not that this is bad for other people at all. It's very, very healthy. And if you want to go on and knock yourself out, have some fun, feel great, watch your waistline just down to nothing. The reason that he just uses it for his nearly dead patients, and he's still a licensed internist, McDougall now, is that it's so restrictive. And he fully believes, and he talks about it in his book, The Starch Solution, and the healthiest diet on the planet, that there's so many other delicious food out there, that fit the bill of this, that will give you just the same results as the Kempner diet. That why restrict yourself to just fruit, juices, and rice? That's his point. Why not dump a can of beans in your rice? How about vegetables? How about potatoes? I'm going to go right down the list. Beans, lentils, legumes, right? My wife is making lentil soup this week. I can't wait. It's delicious. That's not on the Kempner diet. See what I'm saying? So he uses it for the nearly dead to bring them back from the dead. Then he will slowly but surely wean them onto the McDougall diet, which has a tremendous in itself, has thousands of documented cases of type 2 diabetes cured, heart disease cures, obesity cures, hypertension cured. I mean, it's just the magic elixir, man. You throw in some meditation, man, and you are going to be the happiest, healthiest person on the planet. Do you know too many people happier than me? Guys, this is the magic elixir, and it's just extraordinary. Extraordinary. I love it. I absolutely love it. I've been living this way for a long time. And with different variations to experiment, to see how they worked. And I always come back to the McDougall diet. It's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. Now, why is it just for the nearly dead? As I told you, it's the variation involved, and it's strict. There's no question, it's restrictive. There's no question it's hard to stay on. And the fact of the matter is, if you look at, where's the book? The Kempner Diet. I have it somewhere. I'll post it. If you look at his statistics, the only people that did not get significantly improve on this diet are the people that left the diet too soon. You know, I'd rather die than just eat fruit and rice. I think fruit and rice is delicious. And since it's not restrictive, that you can eat as much as you want, I have no problem with it. But yes, I like to throw on some soy sauce. I like to throw in some potatoes. I like to throw in some, corn and peas and all this sort of stuff. So, I prefer more McDougall durianrider stuff. And as you know, McDougall and durianrider are my guys. They all promote some sort of a variation on the Kempner diet. Now, durianrider, unlike McDougall, talks about athletic performance, which McDougall's is not. McDougall's is not. And if you want to, get your marathon time down and all this sort of stuff, you can tweak it a little bit. durianrider is probably the way to go. But again, I'm leaving a link down below about the Kempner rice diet. And I strongly suggest, and the whole thing is, you go through the internet and you see every quack. I mean, now, I have some letters after my name. I like to think I'm a little more responsible than a lot of the people out there. But guys, when you're watching a video, you don't know. You don't know who's saying what. You can trust McDougall. He's been at it for so long, close to 50 years the guy has been at this, preaching the same thing. He doesn't waver. You look at stuff back, 30 years ago that he did, and it's no different from what he's talking about today. I think he's wonderful. And I think this diet is the only way to go. And I strongly suggest you get the book. Guys, listen, just get the book. Just get the book. You can read it in one day. It's 200 plus pages. The plus pages, a lot of them are recipes, so you don't have to, go through every single recipe. A lot of pictures, okay? It's a very, very easy read, and you can get it done. I got it done in a day. And there's every single thing you want to know about healthy diet. It's the healthiest diet on the planet, and it has all the history to it. Talks about the Incas and the Peru and the Mayans and the Chinese and the Asian and the Filipinos and the Hawaiians. I mean, it's just a wonderful, wonderful read with all the knowledge you want, but not too deep into the science. So many guys that come to me, and I start talking about, well, the molecular reaction, the carbohydrate, the synthesis on the fat, they want to hear it. Ralph, just tell me what to eat, when to eat. That's all I want. And that's the book you want. Absolutely the book you want. The only reason that I hesitate to write my own diet book, that would be it. Just a different version on this. The world doesn't need another one. That's the book. I got to get out and ride my bike. Life's good, man. Life is good. Anyway, eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.